Hi, Mad Dog here for Untitled Gaming, and I'm here with Memories Reach. So,
it's a puzzle-based Metroidvania. So you're exploring the world, solving puzzles, and gathering new upgrades and abilities along the way, which allow you to reach new areas and solve different kinds of puzzles. So yeah, a puzzle game that's sort of structured in a kind of like back and forth, unlocking the world Metroidvania style. It's still under development. I've been working on it for about 3 years, which is longer than I had planned, but here we are. We're approaching the end, but we're still a while off. So yeah. So we got a demo up on Steam, and I've got a new one I'm working on now, which is what I'm showing at the show. And then I'll go up on Steam later this year as well. So we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yep. What main hiccups have you sort of come along the way with the development and that? Because you said that you're a little bit behind and all that, where you sort of wanted to be. What sort of hiccups did you have along the way?
Well, that's my own fault. So I got excited about the Metroidvania aspect of the game, and that kind of exploded the scope out a lot further than it was supposed to be. So that's my own fault for being too ambitious, I think. And that has been the main hiccup. It's in that it's added a lot more time to production, and it's been very challenging because you have to designing a Metroidvania style world where everything sort of like interconnects and encourages a lot of backtracking and back and forth is quite difficult. And doing that as a puzzle game has kind of added an extra layer of difficulty on top of that. So it's been a really, really enjoyable challenge to work on as a designer, but it has meant that the time frame for development has been pushed out a lot. So that's kind of like a blessing and a curse, I guess. It's been a lot of fun. I think a lot of people will enjoy playing it. Okay.
Yep. So what sets your puzzle game apart from other puzzle games around?
Well, I really think it's the Metroidvania style of it, where the way it's built into the world itself. So you'll see a lot in these pictures, like over here, they're solving one of the set-piece puzzles. So you get some like individual puzzles like that around the place. But then I've also tried to build the worlds themselves as a kind of large-scale environmental puzzle. So each area generally has some sort of large puzzle to solve that's built into the level itself. And then as you get new abilities later in the game, you'll return to those areas and approach them in a different way. So the game is sort of continuously growing and changing as you progress through it. Surprising piece of feedback. I don't know if I have an answer for that. A lot of feedback I've gotten so far has been good in that it's reinforced what I'm already doing. It hasn't been particularly negative. It hasn't been like someone said, "Oh, I really want to do this," or "I think it should function this way." It's all people have seen what I'm doing, and they might have suggested improvements, or I might have picked up on improvements by watching them play. But generally, people seem to get what I'm doing, and they're into it. And so that's been really good. No one's sort of like thrown a curveball and felt like the game should be completely different, sort of thing. Yeah? So that's been really good. Oh, well, it's fantastic now. I mean, I've been in the games industry for over 20 years at this point.
20 years? Holy wow.
So yeah, I've seen a lot. And the indie scene today is so much better than even 10 years ago. The tools now are fantastic. The options to self-publish are fantastic. Finding publishing, well, up until a few years ago was really good. Now it's a lot more difficult with money and everything. But there's still a lot of options out there. It's a lot easier to get into making games, and there's a lot more room for indies to succeed. And you can even just walk around today and see the creativity on display. It's fantastic. So it's a really positive time to be an indie, I think.
Yeah, awesome. Right, well, this is Mad Dog at TGX with Memories Reach. If you're around, come check it out. If not,